Hi, I'm Mike Wagner with BCD Video, Network Engineer. Today we're going to be covering some security principles for your Titan series switches, such as modifying your default user logins for your CLI and your web management. Let's begin our configuration. Let's go ahead and take a look at some additional ways to harden our network switch and make some additional modifications as well. So let's bring back up PuTTY. And we can see that we're logged into the switch. Let's go into Configure Terminal. Now, let's go ahead and modify the default login parameters, because once you're in an installation, you're not going to want to leave the default login of RWA and RWA, because that's common knowledge. Anybody can access that. I'll show you how to do that right now. So let's take a look at the question mark and see our subcommands under Configure. And as you'll notice, you'll see one under here that says CLI, and this is to configure the CLI settings. So let's go ahead and go into there. CLI, question mark. Let's go ahead and issue the password command. Let's do a question mark. Okay, it's asking us for a new username. So for this instance, we're going to go ahead and create a new user of BCD Video. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit question mark to see what else it wants us to do. And it's going to ask us, okay, which level of authentication or administration do you want this user BCD Video to have? Since we're going to be an administrator, we're going to select read, write, all, that we can do all modifications. So let's go ahead and enter that command. Read, write, all. Let's hit the question mark to see what else we can do. Okay, that's it. Let's hit enter. And it's going to ask us for the old password, which was our default of RWA. And it's going to ask us for our new password. And let's go ahead and enter password capital P as our new password. Okay, password changed successfully. Let's go ahead and log out of our command line and test the new login. Here we go, login. Let's go BCD Video, enter, and the new password of capital P and then password. And there you go. Now, if I were to go back out and attempt to access this switch from our default RWA, you would see that we have been unauthorized. We've been blocked, which is great. That's what we're looking for. So let's log back in, BCD Video, type our newly created password, and off we go. Now, another thing we're going to do, or I'm going to show you, is how to modify your default login for your web management GUI. So it's not the default admin password for that. And that's pretty simple in nature. We're going to go back into Configure Terminal. And let's go ahead and hit the question mark to take a look at some of our commands. And as you can see, towards the bottom, we have the web server settings. So let's go ahead and hit web server, question mark. All right, password. Let's go ahead and set the web server password. So, password, question mark. And we want to do the same read, write access to grant us full authorization to the web management GUI. We're going to go ahead and enter a new username, and we're going to do the same as our CLI. We're going to go BCD Video. And it's going to want us to have a new password in there as well. We're going to go capital PASSWORD. Enter, and there we go. Let's go ahead and test our new logon for our web management GUI. Bring back up Internet Explorer. We're going to go back to our VLAN 1 login page, and there we are. BCD Video. Barring technical difficulties, BCD Video. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And our new password of password capital P. And log in. We don't want to save it for this site. And there we are. We're logged in as BCD Video. So these are just some additional tips and tricks to harden your network device for deployment.